Hello, everybody. We're gonna start soon. Kyle could definitely be a Viking. Could have been a Viking in a past life. Let's go. All right, here we are.
Yay.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 90 of PinTech Live. We have a new game in front of us. We have a awesome Bally Viking that we're going to be working on for a little bit.
Yep.
Well, as we progress through, I'll update our graphics. Kyle, how are you?
I'm doing okay.
We missed week.
You know what I just realized? I just realized I used to keep this camera over there, so when I was looking...
I know, that's why I was like, came back to PinTech Live after being at the shows for a while, and I was like, why does this feel all weird?
Yeah, because I thought that I was going to do something groundbreaking, and, well, why don't I put the camera I use on the side where I'm doing all my work, and then I realized now when I read the chat, I'm not looking at the camera anymore. So. Anyways.
Hey everybody, how's it going in the chat?
Hello.
Our team just got back from Northwest Pinball Show. Y'all hung out with Kyle on Thursday, finishing up Surf Champ. But for the rest of us, we got to enjoy hanging out with the Seattle, Tacoma, and Northwest pinball communities. Lots of people from Idaho. Shout out to the Idaho Pinball Museum and to Old School EMs, who helped us all weekend long at the booth. It was amazing. You're hired. Come to any show, anytime. It was great.
Awesome.
I wish you were there to meet him, Kyle. We had a lot of fun all hanging out, and he knows how to wrap cables properly, so he instantly got all the praise from our leads.
That's great. Yeah, I was happy to see all the photos he was sending to us on the Discord group of all the stuff going on. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah. Code question. Can you stack them? Yes. See, man, I actually wrote in the fine print, codes are stackable, and then I had to make a change, so maybe I should have kept that verbiage. But yes, you can stack codes. We have our Father's Day deals going on right now. It's free shipping deals that y'all get to enjoy every week, but this blast goes out to the world. And then we also have a $5 off apparel that's good for the weekend. So there's no minimum order to that or anything like that. So if you're looking to buy a Marco shirt, now is the best time to do it because you instantly get $5 off. Just add the code in all caps, cool dad. And that is stackable with any of the shipping codes. You could use this shipping code here, PT-skull.
Skull.
Yeah, skull. Or the pin-dad 22 code. So.
Hey, did you bring a shirt for Steve at the Northwest show?
Yes, Old School EMs is swagged out with good. The Johnny Snake tee. Looks great on him.
Good. I was gonna say we got to send him one since he was such a great assistant for all y'all. So that's fantastic.
Colin, I believe it's $5 off any apparel item. So if you want to get your whole closet full of all of our Marco shirt designs and hats, go for it.
Yeah, that's a pretty good deal. If it does stack on multiple items, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fantastic. Yeah, man, last week was really rough on me on the show, though. I know you were late to airport and stuff, but I tell you what, it's really hard to talk for 2 hours straight to feel all that silent air, you know?
Oh.
It was tough. It was also really hard to talk and think at the same time. I like it when I have to think, I just be quiet and then you take the reins. So I definitely missed you last week for multiple reasons. But
well, here we are together again at last.
At last.
And with arguably one of the best Bally games of its time.
Yeah, I'd agree.
I love Viking though. It's a really cool, fun game. I love the nudging you need to do to save your ball at the bottom by the flippers.
Yeah.
And
I definitely think it's one of the best 6-digit games. It's neat because a lot of those early 6-digit games were, they may as well have just been an EM. You know what I mean? When you look at a game like Strikes and Spares, or like Matahari, or a lot of those, again, the early games that weren't like wide bodies or anything like that, they may as well just been an EM. This game is interesting because it was kind of that next evolutionary step in pinball design. It feels a lot different than what came before it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
That being said, a lot of those solid state games like Strikes and Spares, for example, like you couldn't actually have that rule set in an electromechanical game. It would be difficult. Just the way it like saves the amount of racks that you've knocked down or pins you've knocked down ball to ball and stuff like that. But that's what I mean when I argue that. Oh, look at all these folks jumping in. Our two Southern European friends here, a friend from Austria and a friend from Croatia. Thank you for joining us. It's an honor that you both join us every week.
Yay. Yeah, we really appreciate it.
It's quite a time difference.
All right, so what... We brought Viking onto the show because it does need some work on it. What kind of stuff do you think we'll be seeing through the Viking series, Kyle?
This might just be one episode, but I think I had a light out a long time ago, and I think I was like gonna stream it one night, like a very early after hours stream, and I noticed a light was out, so I was like, well, I just swapped a light board with an extra light board that I had, and it didn't fix the problem, so now I don't actually remember what's wrong with it. So I want to put it back together the way it was, kind of look, and then see if we can't solve the problem while we have the game sitting here. So
it's kind of like, to me, the run through is like, okay, you just got this game maybe from another owner, or you let someone borrow it, or you brought it back from being on location, and now you just kind of want to touch everything and see if the game's working sort of format.
If any of those things were true, that's absolutely what I would be doing, but this game has been part of my personal collection of games for a long time. And when you have like the old reliable games, you just never touch them, you know? If I look at a bunch of my games over here, they each have like one teeny problem where you're just like, whatever. But now it's time to actually start fixing the little problems, you know? If I keep fixing those little things, the giant projects I have, like Baywatch or Hotline, or whatever that game is over there that I haven't set up ever, they become smaller projects when the pile continues to decrease. So.
Right, but there's steps that you take to even, how do you even find that problem? Like, you don't remember what was wrong with it, so
I remember
what's
that there was
like the
a
first
light
step of, do they turn it on and just play a game and then see, or is there anything that comes before that?
I think I understand your question, but to remind myself what was going on, we're going to open it up. Let's take a look-see. I think the original light board is inside the cabinet. We'll swap it all back. I think what I had was a light that was stuck on. Okay. If I remember, I think it was stuck on. We will just need to double check. It might end up being a SCR that we need to change on the board. But let's kind of recreate and see if I can figure out the problem and retrace my steps.
Cool.
Yeah. Funny story, actually. When I was moving across country, I actually almost forgot this game because it was at one of my friends' houses. In a couple weeks,
they were like, "Please don't call, please don't call, please don't call."
No,
and then
they called. It was like a week or two, or like 3 weeks before I was supposed to move and leave, and he was like, "Hey, you still have this Viking at my house. Do you want it?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, shoot, yeah, absolutely need that." So, oops.
Good friend.
This is one of my favorite games. Definitely one of my prized possessions when it comes to a pinball game, just because it's such a neat game. So.
Oh yeah, you want to see my new prized possession? Check this out.
It is a watch. I can't really see what's on the face. What is it?
It's Mario.
Oh my gosh, rad.
Yeah.
Get it in Washington?
Old school EMs gave it to me. I'm wearing it proudly. Awesome. It survived a hot tub dip, so this is the strongest watch I've ever had.
Excellent.
Hello, Jacob. Thanks for joining us. Kyle, you were on the Slam Tilt podcast.
I was.
And you've done a few interviews this past few months. Can you drop which podcasts we could listen to hear you talking about pinball?
I can only think of one. I mean, I did one with Matt Morrison on his pinball interview show. I think.
Yeah.
That's a Pinball Network show, I think. So if you follow those guys, you can find it there. That one was fun. I got to sit down with Crystal, and I think that was like height of the pandemic recording, and it took many months for him to release it. So that was kind of fun. And it was a fantastic honor. I think I definitely hinted at it a few times, but Bruce reached out to me and asked if I wanted to be on the Slam Tilt podcast, and that is like the only pinball podcast I listen to like religiously every time they release an episode. So I was very excited to do that. I was very nervous actually, but it was fun. Hopefully I didn't bore everyone to death. But,
I'll have to check it out. I'm gonna find a link for y'all and drop it in the chat we can all listen, and then come back next week and give Kyle our critiques.
Yeah, just roast me. It's fine. That was fun though. They're such funny guys to talk and hang out with. So
Kyle, Fight Club Pinball, it's a custom game, was at Northwest Pinball Show among a bunch of custom games.
Yeah.
The Mass Effect 2 game was there.
Oh, man. I want to play that so bad.
Yeah, the Fight Club one too was amazing. I love that theme. I didn't even realize he's been working on it for all these years, but he finally brought it out to the wild and got to play it, and it's super fun. He's working on the code, so it's only going to get better. But yeah, lots of cool homebrew. Fast Pinball was at Northwest, and we hung out with them a lot. They had a really cool seminar about building pinball machines, building custom games, and
that's awesome.
We took a look at all their products. They had cool displays there, and I'm really excited for the future with all of us together.
Yeah, I need to listen to that.
Man, you're on the front page of Slam Tilt right
really?
now.
Oh God. Yeah, don't listen to it. You don't need to listen to me talk anymore. I'm not interested.
Yeah, you do. Yeah,
listen to all their other episodes because they're great. I'm glad someone listened to it, though. Thank you, the 2 people who mentioned it. Yeah, I gotta watch that one. I think I'm going to start building my pinball game soon.
Awesome! Hey, PinTech.
I think I've got a drawing done. I need to get some opinions from some people, and then my friend Matt Benzik, a friend of the show, he's going to help me put a game together on a foam core. Yeah, maybe I'll be contacting.
You're gonna work on your own custom game?
Yeah.
Wow.
I've got my.
Do you know the theme?
I do.
Are you gonna share it?
No.
Wow, that's messed up. I'm gonna end the stream. Are you gonna stream your your building?
No.
Oh.
Maybe actually I will. Maybe I will stream some of it when it comes to like putting it together. But that's many months in the future. So, wait. Carl Lutz, listen to Kyle swear. Yes, I can swear on that show. So we made a point of it to swear a bit. Okay, I'm going to lift this game up first just so I can see what's going on in here, and then we will bring the cameras in closer, and we'll start doing some actual work. Okay, there is absolutely a light board in here. Let me put that on the bench. So I know that this is the original light board to this game, because if we look at the serial number down at the bottom, EVI1292, so Electronic Viking, serial number 1292. That's how I know this is the original board to the game, and it's definitely the board from this game. I think it's the original board. I don't remember where the serial number, oh, it's on the other side. It's pretty cool, actually. That is the original board to this game, so that is kind of neat. It doesn't really add any value, except for it makes me smile and happy. So let's open this thing up and see what's going on. I'm going to actually bring this camera in, Emoto, or would you prefer me to bring the other camera? Actually, no, I can't, because that one doesn't have an extender, so we got to use this one.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. It's also really short. Why is it short? Oh. Because it's plugged in somewhere weird. Man, I really done goofed up, didn't I? I was lazy. I didn't move anything the way it should be.
Oh, no.
I will tell you the game that I'm making, or I want to make, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a music-themed game.
Oh. I mean, oh, cool.
Yeah.
So
usually I don't work in the head when I have the pinball, the glass off. But I think we will need to go underneath and up top. And I've got some display segments out too. I've got the A, B, C, the D segment on the first players out. That could be cracked solder, but.
Oh, I think this camera's just really zoomed in.
Oh yeah, that's a really old light board. Okay. Yeah. So let us get the original heart. Oh, hey, check it out. Let me also bring the handheld camera over. I think since I'm going to be working here for a minute.
Yeah, we want to get in there with you.
Let me move the
You're
back glass
depriving
somewhere
us. I'm like scrolling through cameras like, what can we? I need to get the PTZ camera back up and running. And then I gotta put it on like a little robot guy that will just like go and go next to you.
We actually had a great cameraman. His name was Steve. But he's way more talented.
It's a pinball repair themed pinball. That would be awesome. Yeah, you should totally make a pinball tech pinball machine.
That's actually kind of funny. That's not what I was thinking, but it's kind of a funny idea. So hey, let's pop this guy on really quick, the handheld one, and I can see what I found.
Ooh.
I can show you what I found.
I want to go closer. Closer.
I found that I unplugged something.
Why am I so small over here?
Oh, it's Tinyamoto.
That was when I was in the surf champ wave. I'm right here, hanging out.
So I found that I unplugged a wire, perhaps, and that's all I can really see. So let me actually plug that back in. I think these are all the lights for the insert. So the feature lamps on the insert, that is. I can't tell where.
Yeah, it is super clean in there.
It's plugged into.
Oh, this camera.
So the wire color changes from one side to the other, but the only pin that's not stuffed in this connector is the bottom left when looking at the male side. So that means that it's blue on this side and black, yellow on the other side. So I'm just going to put that pin back in, replug this in.
It's so stretched out.
It's got less tension than you think. I think it's the 10X light that is stuck on. Give me a second. That's probably game over or match. Is there black and yellow? We're going to have to bust out the schematic. It won't be that big of a deal. But anyways, I think what we need to do is we need to revert it back to factory. I want to put my old lamp driver board back in there, and then we can start messing with the game and figuring out what's wrong.
Hello, Tiki Tilt. Thanks for joining us.
Tiki Tilt.
Awesome username.
Yeah, great username.
This is the one thing we didn't do at Northwest Pinball is we did not go to a tiki bar.
Yeah, that's stupid. Why didn't you do that?
There's just so much to do.
Next time I go to Chicago, and you maybe are in Chicago, we need to go to Halakaliki, it's an awesome tiki bar. It's my favorite.
I don't know if I've ever been to a tiki bar before.
Really? Oh, man.
Sorry.
If you went to my old house in California, it was essentially tiki themed. It was super 50s and an old mid-century bungalow. It was very awesome.
Nice.
Okay, so we're going to remove this board. I don't think I have the factory computer for this game. I think that's the only board that it's missing, or it's in my pile of boards somewhere. I'd like to fix it, but I'm going to stick with this aftermarket computer in here. If you notice, it is not an Altec. This is one of Andrew Spittler's computers. His website is the nvram.weebly.com website. The reason I'm running this one and not an Altec in here is because this one has some really interesting support for being able to convert games to 7-digit displays very easily. and I intend soon to convert this to a 7-digit display, or 7-digit game. So look at this one. It's got a transistor soldered to the back, or the SCR. Weird. It works. So anywho, I also don't have my manual in this game, and that is kind of frustrating and stupid. So I might have to pull one up on the computer as we mess with this. I do not know where the manual is. Actually, I do. It's at my house. I was looking at it this weekend. I'm talking faster than I'm thinking. So really quick, I'm going to actually, before I put the board back in, I'm just going to double check and make sure I don't have any cracked connections on the board. I think the problem with this board, the problem I was having was there was a lamp stuck on. So if there was a lamp stuck on, a connection wouldn't really be the problem unless there was a bridged connection.
I have to, like, chase you. Okay.
I'm just at my bench.
We sort of have Kyle. He's still out of focus.
Yeah, everything looks good. The data connection's all good too. Okay, well, let's put it in. I'm back at the game now, just in case you have to find me again.
Thanks.
Let's see. I'm not even going to bother screwing it down. It does provide ground, but it should be okay. For testing purposes, so I definitely think we will be taking this out again at some point soon.
Daniel said that is hack backside transistor mounting.
Yeah, it's weird. I'll have to figure out why someone did that, but it works. It's just dumb. Do be careful when messing with these 100 pitch connectors, because they are very easy to bend and damage the connections. Oh, this game doesn't have a back glass lock bar because I think I took this one out to get the back glass lock bar reproduced. So I should go get my freebie back glass lock bar from the warehouse and install it so I can lock my back glass once again. Anywho, let's fire this sucker up.
What a great sound.
Yeah, it's probably one of the best sounds ever, really. Okay, so I'm pretty sure the 10x light is what is stuck on. It's just really dim. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Can you put the handheld on? You see how it's like flashing kind of on and kind of off?
Yeah.
So let's start going through some tests to figure out what's going on. I'm going to put the game in lamp test mode. So pushing
How do you put a game like this in lamp test mode?
There's the button on the inside of the coin door. We are going to push it one time.
It's pretty easy.
Wow, all of the lamps are extraordinarily dim.
Yeah, if you turn off the house lights, you can see them better.
No, these ones are all... I wonder, that actually could be indicative of a problem on its own. Someone's replaced one of the rectifiers on this board. Anyways, all of the lights should be illuminating at the exact same time. And you can see that the 10X is lighting out of sync. There's something goofy going on here for sure. So I'm going to kill the game. I'm going to close the back box. We're going to look at it and use the light show to figure it out. We've definitely got something weird going on. So let's trace it from the playfield forward or backwards.
Pinball Gramps, hello. You missed a Slam Tilt interview. Thanks for the nice words, NH Polar Bear. Kyle, you want me to read out your kudos?
Sure.
NH Polar Bear said, nice job with Slam Tilt Boys. Great interview. I especially like the Raza review. I played it in Houston as well. I had the opportunity to meet both of you at that show. I wish I owned a Viking. Don't we all? I agree with everything you say there, Polar Bear.
But you didn't.
And Pinball Grams, I just dropped a link in the chat. Kyle's on the very tip top of their homepage, so take a listen.
Thank you. That's very nice of you. Yeah, it was a good. they're good guys. They do a great show. So.
Oh, this camera's way better. Oh wow. I think our razors are dying.
Really?
Oh.
That sucks.
I mean, the handheld looks great. The other one is like, I can't get to focus. We need to like reset it or something crazy. Anyway. PTZ camera. Here we go.
So with the really dim lights, I want to check the rectifier in this game on the rectifier board. Changing out that rectifier and sometimes the big load resistor can really brighten the lamps back up. Also, potentially putting new header pins on the what's it called? The actual connectors to supply that feature lamp bus. So, anywho, we do have a light that is very stuck on. Let's take a look-see here with the handheld camera. That 10x light is very stuck.
Yeah.
This light is also not lighting, but that could also be a lazy lamp socket. That's a separate problem. A lot of the times, though, like if I'm trying to work very efficiently, you would want to try to identify all of your lamp problems before you take the board out, because removing the board a bazillion times is not necessarily the most effective way to work efficiently. So let's see. What's the best way to troubleshoot this? I mean, the easy thing to do, since I'm prepared and I have the ability and all of the stuff, is we could just try shotgunning, replacing the transistor that is for that lamp. That's definitely one way to do it. The transistor is it's called a SCR, a silicon-controlled rectifier. So it's different than a transistor. I honestly wouldn't be able to explain to you well what the difference is, but the SCR does work similarly where, well, I guess the big difference is each lamp on these Bally games are individually controllable. They just did it in a different way than like a lamp matrix, which is how Williams did it. What there is, though, is there is essentially a driver for each and every single lamp on the playfield. What I'm assuming is maybe we just have one that is bad, and with that now bad shorted out driver, the lamp is just always on. With the Bally games, the driver, and like most drivers also, it's providing a path to ground. The bus, the wire that connects every single one of these lamp sockets, is providing it with its voltage. So there's always voltage present there. When you ground the tab, or all of these, you can call them like a signal wire, that provides the path to ground, which then illuminates the light. So again, it's like if we were testing something that maybe wasn't working, we could find, one second while I try to find alligator clips. I have to figure out a better way to store these things. I've destroyed so many of them, letting them just float around in my toolbox. That one's stuck on something. Hold on. What are you stuck on? There it goes. Freeing the alligator clip from the tyranny of the heavy-duty vice grips. Okay. let me just string these alligator clips together, and I can show you, kind of what I mean here. Try to connect these alligator clips together. I'm going to connect the alligator clip to the ground strap in the cabinet, because that's actually, I guess I really don't need to do that. Here. How can I prove this the easiest way while having fingers to do things? Let's actually connect it to the side rail here. Okay. Ah, crap. Hold on. And this is a problem where I need like 5 hands again. Or an assistant. So I've got one end of this attached to the ground strap. If I didn't need my hand, I would normally just tap it against this rail. But watch this. What? What happened? Oh, did I break it maybe? Let me make sure I didn't unplug the camera while you try to fix this, but I bet you have a lot of clips. That is probably true. I do have a lot of clips. Look at all these people.
Yeah, you can unplug it and replug it back in. It just froze.
I do not think it needs a new rectifier board and connector work. Well, it might need connector work, but I wouldn't replace the rectifier board. I can repair it just fine. It's not damaged. It hasn't burnt itself up. It's not working. Well, that's a bummer. OK, well, let's see if I can prove it somehow where you can just watch and I can prove what's going on.
Is it plugged in?
Yeah. I just replugged it in at the end of the extender towards me.
Okay.
I was having trouble getting it going earlier. Sorry, I'm watching Emoto troubleshoot the camera, which is not interesting. OK, anyways, even though I might not be able to show you up close, if we connect one end of our alligator clip to ground, and then we supply a path to ground and take the transistor out of the equation altogether, I can light any of these lamps by touching my alligator clip to the tab on the lamp socket. What this tells us at this point is that proves to us that the lamp socket and the light bulb are good. Right? We're removing the wiring harness, the connector, and the transistor out of the equation 100%. So for giggles, right, if I provide ground to this light bulb, it lights up. But the problem is this light bulb has a constant path to ground, which is the actual issue.
I have another noob question. How can you tell if all the lights are going off right now?
Well, so
is there a way to turn that off? So
generally you'd want to do this in lamp test mode. You can never trust that the attract mode actually uses all of the lamps.
Is this not attract mode that you're in right now?
This is the attract mode. So I shouldn't be, depending on the situation, this isn't like a perfect test. We definitely want to have the game in lamp test mode.
Why don't you have it in lamp test mode?
Because all the lights were dim, and I think I kind of know where the problem's progressing, so I don't need to have it in lamp test mode. I do have 1 or 2 lights that are out, and since I don't have to hold a camera really quick, I'm going to try to just do a little proof here really quick to see maybe I can change. I think this is actually a crap socket issue. Yeah, that's a crap socket issue. The return of the crummy Bally lamp socket.
So it did not light up when you did that?
No, the problem is I was trying to show how you could test a lamp socket. The light in question is always lit, so I know it's got too much ground, not a lack of ground, which is generally one of the problems you're going to have to search for. So let's continue moving backwards. We know, and here's another way to do this without the manual. It would be great if I had the manual, but let's try to look at this without the manual. I have a light blue and yellow wire. We're going to try to find the matching connector back here. Swing this sucker open. Okay, so I'm going to just stick my head in here since I don't have my close-up camera. I see a light blue and yellow wire right here on this upper, on J1. So let's kind of show what we can do. Wait, how does that work then?
I don't know.
There's a light blue and yellow connector. Whoa, okay. That, I think maybe this is where I kind of was like, I need the manual, and then I never fixed it. I have, I'm looking at the harness here because I do see a light blue and yellow wire here connected to the harness that seemingly goes up into the, onto the insert or the, the panel. Is there a light blue and yellow wire in this grouping? No. What the hell? OK, for giggles, I'm going to unscrew this P-strap here. Give me a second. I'll try to report back on what I see. The harness looks like it kind of goes into a Y right here and connects a couple things, so I just want to investigate really quick. So that has that harness. Oh, OK. Well, that's weird. What I discovered is we have the playfield harness, right? That comes. You've got two harnesses that come into a back box on a Bally pinball game. You have like a cabinet harness, and you have a playfield harness. The playfield harness on this game, that camera's not working, right?
I think you need to unplug it again. Here. Because it's not even popping up. It's like, see how it's grayed out?
Really quick, hold on. I'm going to try changing. I might need to unplug the game.
Or swap the cameras. I know, we would love to see what's going on.
Well, I'll try to explain it the best I can. I'm going to try a different USB extender.
Okay.
It's shorter, so I'll have to move the table my computer is on a little bit closer, but I think that will work. So give me 1 second, y'all.
You're so southern now. Patrick, What's up? Thanks for joining. Old School EMs, thank you for the subscription.
Oh, hey, thank you.
And Molly Hatchet, thank you. 20 months. Molly Hatchet #1. Thank you so much. Patrick said, when is Kyle going to work on some new Sterns or JJPs? Maybe node board replacements, tracking problems on JJPs, etc. Oh.
Well, if Stern didn't make such damn reliable pinball games, I might need to work on my Deadpool one day.
Yeah, and we don't have any JJPs for him to work on, unfortunately.
Yeah, I don't have any Jersey Jack games. All I've got are these old clunkers.
You should get a Hobbit.
No. No, thank you.
Yes, please.
I like to play that game, but I don't like working on them. So what I see here, and this is odd, and I can't explain why, but we've got, hey, it works. Okay, cool.
Yay!
I think it's time to totally retire those original USB extenders that have lasted us like over 80 episodes. We've got two harnesses. You've got your cabinet harness, and you have your playfield harness. They go and do different things. The cabinet harness will have things like bringing power, the speaker, the flipper buttons, etc. It also carries the main AC line from the power cord, right? The power cord comes up in here, and then eventually comes up into the, it goes into a what's it called? a noise filter, then it comes up into the rectifier board. The playfield harness carries all the lights for the lamps, all the power for the solenoids and the triggers, etc. But what's curious here, right, is we were looking for a yellow and blue wire. I found that right here. It comes off the playfield harness and goes into this plug. And then this plug was kind of plugged up in here in a P-strap in the corner of the head. And that all goes into the insert. And I was like, what the hell? This makes no sense. But now taking it apart, I can see that it goes into this Y here, and then it is routed back into this other insert plug. It's very bizarre. I actually, now I'm kind of thinking, like, is that right? So this looks factory, though. The factory did wrap wires in electrical tape like this when they would put them onto the insert, right? This sits in a P-strap. So when this is opening and closing, that could fatigue and wear the wires. But what I did notice here is that it's a blue and yellow, and when it goes through this connector, it turns into a black with yellow.
Oh,
wow. Now I want to see what it turns in, where that black and yellow is here, because it obviously turns back into blue and yellow between that small patch harness, right? So that black and yellow goes, oh, I guess that's actually dark blue and yellow. So it's one down from the top, one over from the side, and that magically turns back into a blue and yellow wire. And then that blue and yellow wire goes through this part of the harness down to here. Let's prove that by doing a continuity test. This is a fun one. What we're doing here is, like, this seems a little weird, but let's be thorough about it, right? We're going to try and eliminate these connectors. This is also why it drives me nuts when I see people put, like, everything on a connector in a game. Your pop bumper coils don't need to be put on a connector. Every connector that a path has to go through creates another potential failure point, where a solid strand of wire is a lot less likely to have a continuity problem versus a connector. Anyways, I'm going to shove this in here. I'm going to see if I can get continuity through the plug here. Yeah, okay, that has good connectivity, so that's weird. It isn't uncommon for wires to sometimes change color when they pass through a connector, and a lot of the times those will also not be documented at all for whatever reason. I couldn't tell you. But if we looked in the manual, they might not even actually show those connectors in the diagram of the wiring, the body wiring harness. So just be an astute observer. So we have continuity. The blue and yellow wire that comes from the lamp here does absolutely go to here. That doesn't mean we have continuity between the pin and the board, but since we do have a light that is stuck on, we can kind of skip that step and assume that there is continuity. If there wasn't continuity and we had a cracked pin or a broken pin, a cracked solder connection on the header or a broken pin here, there would probably be absolutely no signs of life on that lamp socket. So let's jump to it possibly being a bad rectifier, an SCR. There's two different kinds of SCRs on this board. I know this one's called an MPS106, and then this is a 2-in 5060, I think. I think that they're just like rated for different amounts of current, so some of them can stay on longer than others. There are much smarter electrical engineers out there that did that for some reason. I don't know what it is, but let's also remove this board.
So you're just going to take the board out to work on it, or
Yeah.
to look at the back?
We're probably going to bust open, or I'll probably turn on the soldering iron and we'll replace one of these SCRs and see if shotgunning it fixes the problem. What is likely has happened is the SCR has died. Like a lot of transistors, and when the SCR dies, it just has a constant path to ground. So a lot of the times, like when you have a transistor on like a driver board go bad, it shorts itself on constantly. So then the solenoid will be stuck on, it'll blow fuses, melt coils, etc. So I had to deal with that yesterday on a customer's Jurassic Park that I was servicing, and it was a giant pain in the butt. Data East Jurassic Park, not the glorious Stern Jurassic Park.
We had to assume.
So let me show you this too. Look, I don't have a manual with me right now.
Hello, altered B seats.
It would be really awesome if I did have a manual, because then I wouldn't need to do this and this counting. But let's say you're trying to service this and you don't have the manual. It's not impossible to try to figure out where the driver is for this lamp, especially because this is a single-sided board. All the traces are on one side. So we know that this is J1.
Promotion.
This is the upper connector on the upper right here. We do need to make sure that we are counting from the correct direction. So pin 1 is at the bottom. This is closer to pin 1 than not. So let's count up. So we have, and remember, there will be empty spaces, so you need to count correctly. We have 1,
Wait,
2,
do we
3,
have to,
4.
hold on, sorry. Do you need to count the empty spaces as well?
Yes, and I'll show you why. So this is 10, this is the wire, or this is on the 10th position up, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we can count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we can follow the trace to what SCR might be stuck on. So let's move back to the bench.
Sweet. This is awesome. Oh God, there's no bench in this shot. There's a bench.
Oh, I'll get the cameras set up. I had to make everything all cattywampus to get it all
yeah, I was like, your table's turned sideways.
Because I was too lazy to move the game all the way.
Where are we?
And now it's biting me
It's so
in the butt.
long. Then that shows.
Yeah, if we had the manual, we could turn straight to the lamp page. It would say 10x multiplier or something, and then we'd follow that line all the way to the transistor that drives it, and then it would take 0 time at all. But since I don't have a manual with me, and I don't want to find one digitally, we're going to just kind of figure this out on our own, and I can show you a method that can help.
Hello, everybody. Did we just get raided or something? Everyone just came in.
Oh.
Thanks for joining us, Ice Skidoo and Rebel Dog and Mr. Webster.
Hey.
Yes, we wish you could stay and watch this, but definitely catch it later.
Yeah, I wish you could be here too, Chuck. How's things going? Another very talented
And I'm Kulzaman.
fix guy.
Kulzaman.
Colin making fun of my cattywampus. Thank you. Look, man, I have to come up with alternative words since I can't use the ones that come to my head straight away.
We love your alternative words. See, there needs to be a another emote, yeah.
Daniel did all the work for me, so thank you, Daniel. It's Q19, but let's also prove it, right?
Oh, I was gonna say we could pull up the manual from ipdb.org.
Well, okay,
because
so
they have it there.
I think Daniel's already done this. We could pull the manual up, but let's also show an alternative way, right? So we're gonna flip this board over again.
Oh yeah, I want to see the manual way. Hold on, let me come in close. Okay.
Yeah, let's do this first, and then we can do the manual.
I like this.
Actually, you know what, Emoto? I think I have it on my computer because I use Viking as a reference a lot. Go to the search and just type in Viking.
It's gonna pull up some bad
Viking
stuff.
schematic. Go down there. Okay. I do use this schematic a lot because it's a really well put together one. So really quick though, let me go back and see the television before we look at the schematic, and I'll instruct you on how to find it. So this is the connector we're looking at, and I know that this is pin 1. We can double check again by flipping it over. Yep, J11. Let's count up 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now it's just a matter of following the line. Let me also double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Follow it down like this, there. Sometimes I need to take breaks because I lose
I know it's hard.
my concentration.
We need like to draw on it.
That's why I follow using a screwdriver a lot of the time. Okay, so it goes here. This is a group of 3. This is an MCR 106. It's a group of 3, and it's one closer to the logic side, right? No, actually, no. I want to trace it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah, that's hard.
Well, the other thing you can do is once you think you find it, you can buzz it out using the voltmeter, which conveniently is not next to me. I can tell you, I've thought that I was some hotshot, figuring this stuff out real quick, and then I have screwed this up and accidentally changed the wrong driver before, and then been so convinced that I had done it right until I double-checked my work and I was 1 off. Yep, okay, so we definitely found it. It is, crap. It is this one. We'll turn the board over. It's 3 down, or the 4th one down from the top all the way on the left. Huh, okay, so I got Q22.
Oh, no.
Let's do this now. Let's bust open the manual.
Okie dokie.
So
wait, the manual or the schematics?
The schematic.
Okay, let's see.
M. Kunzelman says the same thing.
Oh yeah, wait, hold on, I gotta see where that was at. In your documents.
So here's the other thing. Manuals aren't always right. Sometimes there are typos in manuals, right? Go back. Oh, wait.
Me go back? Hold on, I think I'm just in the wrong one. I gotta do it as
I think it's in the schematics folder, which is on my desktop.
It is a,
Yeah, so this is the 10x drop target light. So it's going to be 10x value.
I wonder if this will work. No, I have to do it as like a screen share. Okay, hold on. I got this. Watch this.
So this is what I was trying to get at is if we do find an error in the manual, what we can also do is check for continuity between the wire we think it is and the wire that is actually attached to said light bulb, right? So is it screen sharing right now?
Almost. Whoa. Hold on.
While you're fiddling with that, I'm really quick going to just buzz some wires. I think I'm doing this like really overkill, but whatever.
No, it's a great learning experience.
It can be,
so.
But also we've either just discovered an error in the manual, or the well-to-do people in the stream have potentially found or we're just erroneously looking at the wrong 10x. So.
Multiple?
Let's try doing this really quick.
Okay.
So that's not the right page, but give me 1 sec. I'm going to see if I can get this set up where I can buzz this out using... Actually, here, let me do it this way because this will be the method of least stretching. Since this light is actually also in a pain in the butt location, I'm going to alligator clip it, and then I'm going to alligator clip one of my multimeter leads. And then I will use the other lead to poke the wire in question. Yes, so we are looking at the correct wire. We are looking at J1 pin 10. That should be what controls that. So anyways, let's go back to the manual and I can tell you where to look. 10x3 drop is on J2. Everyone's saying it's a different one.
I know, Molly. Tell me.
Well, so that's the thing is now I'm wondering,
fun.
like, is it set up wrong? Like, it doesn't look like someone has set this up incorrectly. Hold on. Jacob says pin 15 on J2 should be the drop target 10K. Oh, but it's a different 10K. This is the 10x bonus 10K. So if you hit 1, 2, 3 in the correct order, 10x is the value that the drop targets are set at, if that makes sense. So, man, we're not even going to be able to finish this today. We've been an hour just chit-chatting, jibber-jabbing. Okay, so go down. Go to a different page. That's not it. Keep going. Okay, stop there. Zoom in on the, okay, so yeah, keep it there. I'm just getting really close. Zoom out a little bit. So J1 is in the top right corner, right? What we're looking for here is on this connector here, the number inside the connector, that rectangle representing the connector, is the pin number. But that is very weird. It does say 6 spinner. Okay, hold on.
I love mysteries like this.
10x bonus 8. Okay, I feel like this is not right. So, so what is in pin 8 on J1, just for giggles? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's a white and red wire. Okay, so go back to the schematic really quick. So go up. We need to find the playfield wiring. Okay, so stop there. So I'm looking at the lamp driver on the left side. So zoom in on that side just a little bit for me because I can't read it. So okay, so what we're seeing here, I'm still confused, but the number inside the rectangle is the position on the connector, right? The number to the left is the wire color code. So scroll down, Emoto, just a little bit. Okay, stop. So on the right side of the screen here, what we're looking for is a wire that is 2, 3. So 2 is blue, and the second number is going to be the stripe on the wire. So if you had a 2, 0, that is just a straight blue wire. 2, 3 would be blue with a yellow stripe. So pin 8 was a white and red, so that's going to be 5, 1, and we're also looking for 2, 3. So let's scroll back up. So pin 8 is saying that it's 5, 1. But that's the 10K bonus. Pin 10, which should be 2, 3, but 6 spinner is not there. I'm thinking what we've got here is potentially that's weird. Okay, now look though. J2 pin 15 also is showing a 2, 3 wire. Okay, what the hell? J2 pin 15. Let's put the playfield down. Because I did have continuity to that J1 plug. Where's J2? Is that the one right below?
J2 P15.
That's the one on the left side. And it starts 1 from the bottom. Let me get my small screwdriver. Since I'm blind, I need to point things so I don't lose track. 15?
J2 is P15.
Okay, so there is a blue and yellow wire there, but it is not the same color blue and yellow. Okay. Okay. Let's see. You know what's funny is that the blue and yellow wire that I'm looking at on J2 pin 15 is very much the same-ish color as the darker one in that weird middle harness that I was looking at earlier. Remember how that light blue and yellow wire turned into a dark blue and yellow wire? I don't have a dark blue yellow wire coming into said harness. Oh, this is bizarre. I like this. This is actually fun.
It's a mystery novel.
Yeah, this is weird. I don't know. I've never repinned. Oh, you know what? Okay, I've never repinned anything on this game. I also don't remember it being broken, but someone has repinned this game. So here's J2 pin 15, dark blue and yellow, right? Here's J1 pin 10, light blue and yellow, right? There's a light blue and yellow wire on the lamp socket. Here is the light blue and yellow wire that's come through the playfield, or from the playfield. It goes into this harness where it suspiciously turns into a darker blue and yellow wire, which comes up here. There's a dark blue and yellow wire right here, right? This is the one that we kind of buzzed out earlier. And it comes through here. Again, it's almost like a third shade though. It's like less dark blue and yellow wire. So then that blue and yellow wire comes into this. What the hell? This is fun. Yeah, I'm thinking that this might actually be a someone did something wrong and it's making me chase my tail. So this is actually a really good repair if we can figure out what's going on. And I hate these stupid IDC connectors. I really want to get rid of it. So that buzzes out there. And you know what? Here's the problem. I think it's tied to the same place twice. No, it's not. No, it is. Okay, and that's why the damn thing is on all the time, because I saw it flashing when it was on. So there's two SCRs driving the same lamp for some reason. Okay, so how? Hold on, I have to put my thinking cap on here for a second. Okay, so what was the one on J2 that was driven by a 2-3? It's getting the 6 spinner and the 10X. Okay, 6 spinner, so I'm thinking that's the 6 light on the actual spinner daisy chain. So let's do this really quick. It's getting a, what's happening is I think the light wasn't necessarily stuck on. It's a little more nuanced than that. The light is actually getting a ground twice from 2 different SCRs. So let's lift this sucker up again. Oh, all right. I've got a bone to pick with Bally now.
Whoa,
yeah, something's goofed
you're
up.
so strong.
I think someone repinned something, and they.
Jacob says J1P15 and J2P10. J2P15 and J1P10. Oh my gosh. Jacob.
Well, no, look. I mean, here's
No.
the problem.
No.
The problem continues to be silly. Let's take a look here. I think the schematic's right. We just need to figure out where the actual wires go. Look, here's the spinner lights, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, we've mysteriously got a light blue and yellow wire. But we also have that same damn light blue yellow wire on the light in question.
Can't help himself.
So,
Oh, that's not.
yeah, this is weird. So, at this point, this is an all-original game too. So no one, other than like a potential mix-up in wires at the top, no one's mucked with it before. Like no one's made some ridiculous mistakes swapping a playfield or anything. So this wiring harness here is for these lamps under the drop target. I'm just inspecting wires now to try to follow where they go. So we've got the blue-yellow here. I can definitely see the blue-yellow in this harness here. That is this wire here. This probably isn't going to tell me anything. I'm just kind of trying to see what's going on. I mean, theoretically, I should be able to, if I cut this open, I should be able to see two blue-yellow wires in the main playfield loom. I'm going to put the camera down and use my eyes really quick and see if I can't find two blue-yellow wires. There's a lot more space back here, actually. I don't want to cut any zip ties if I don't have to. But now I'm blocking all the light. I might be overcomplicating this. OK, I do see a dark blue and yellow wire here. Do I see a dark blue and yellow wire on any lamp socket on this side? Let's do that really quick. I do. There is one here. So is that special? That's the A and B scores special. Can someone look at the manual for me and figure out where the A-B scores special light is? All right, go back there really quick. The schematic shows the 10x lamp goes through. Hey, can you go back to the chat really quick, Emoto? The schematic shows the 10x lamp goes through that 9-pin Molex, but not the 6-spinner. So the 6-spinner shouldn't go into the 9 Molex. I think what we need to do is actually go in and look at those Molexes, and we'll figure the problem out. But for giggles, can you open the schematic up for me, Emoto, really quick? And stay right here. This is a fine page. Except for I can't read anything. It's good, it's good. Don't, OK. Right out, same player shoots again, right lane arrow, da-da-da-da-da-da, 1 spinner, 3K inline drop target, right flipper feed, saucer bonus, center arrow. I'm trying to find the A and B scores special, which also is a dark blue wire. I think I'm confused. Left out.
Do you want to see the key again? The color key?
No, I'm cool. I'm trying to figure out where the
iSkidoo said 22.
iSkidoo says 22. 22 what? Ball and play, 22 not used, 22 top saucer special. Thank you, iSkidoo. You're the bomb. So that's supposed to be 9-8. So go back down to the colors. I think that's not, well, that's not the right color scheme. Zoom out one.
Oh, whoops.
9-8 is gray-black. OK, so the colors just look wrong to my eyes. I'm going to look at those Molex pins, and maybe we'll find our problem there. But there's nothing looks wrong other than those colors don't have the same, the wire colors just aren't the same. We don't have continuity between these, do we? So we do. There is continuity between the 6-spinner and the special. And that's because why? Because someone has the wires goofed up on the Molex connector, perhaps? Let's look. This is weird. OK, so we've got our 9-pin Molex connector here. I'm going to unplug it. OK, and now we have this big boy Molex connector here. So into the 9 Molex, we have, well, I guess now theoretically, if they were tied together anywhere, they wouldn't be anymore because I've unplugged the issue. What's really bizarre is that the exact same wire is going to the two exact same the exact same color wire is used on the these two lamp sockets that are now under consideration. But it sounds like, if I remember, Jacob was looking at the Molex pinouts, and I think he said that the that one of them was not supposed to go to that 9-pin connector. So here's that dark gray yellow, or dark blue yellow. Okay, I'm just going to keep buzzing things really quick and see if I can figure this out. And then come look at the chat, because I'm sure Jacob's already figured it out.
I know the chat's just chanting beer.
No beer. We have problems to fix. I can't reward myself for not doing anything.
NH Polar Bear said, "Where's Dr. Dave when you need him?"
David actually does not.
Oh yeah.
He
David
does not know how to
Valansky, the
fix
grumpy
solid-state
EM
games on the same level that he knows how to fix EMs. He actually comes to me for solid-state advice.
Oh, I miss him. Here's a song about beer. Oh, should I play it for him?
No.
Okay, I will.
Check out this Verbo. Look at me.
That's an ad.
What?
Can you hear that? Is that coming through my mic?
I could hear something. I heard a Verbo ad. Oh, of course that won't be connected.
I like beer cause it is good. I drink beer because I should. If there was
God.
a song to sing, I sing it and beer you drink. I drink beer when I am sad, cause the beer it makes
Why does
me
it
glad.
sound like a
Now
private
there's
song?
nothing left to say, so let's go drink beer. Beer is good, beer is good, beer is good. It's not, beer is good, beer is
Okay.
That song reminds me like of some Newgrounds stuff back in the day, like the old Flash
It does.
videos, cartoons.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out.
Oh, different Dr. Dave. There's lots of Dave doctors in pinball repair.
Okay, so where's the F up? This is dark blue. This also has a dark blue, but this 9-pin Molex loops around and feeds into
Kaz
this
liked it.
20-something pin Molex, which should be dark blue. Okay, let's look at the Molex pinout really quick. Oh, different Dr. Dave. Beer is good. The Molex is the A and B rollover and bunch of 3-drop lamps. Yeah, okay. Well, and that's the thing. This is one of the 3-drop lamps. So, Emoto, can you go back to the browser so I can look at the schematic really quick?
Oh, hold on. I want to put it on here. Okay. Clear.
So go back up, zoom out. Okay, so no, go down. Go to the right. I'm trying to find where that Molex connector is, but I go back down. Go to the right. No, it's going to be above. So go back up. Go to the left a little bit. Actually, you know what? I forgot. This is on my computer. I can control it. Here, hold on. Okay, so pin 3 is wire 2-3, so that's blue, yellow. It should be in pin 3. The reason that this is kind of throwing me for a loop right now is not that we don't have two. What am I trying to say? We don't have two different colors going to those two lights. So I think hold on. I gotta think. I gotta put on my thinking hat here. We know that the 10x bonus light should be driven off of a plug-on J2. The actual wire on that lamp is the same exact color as another blue-yellow. So these are factory errors. That's the funny thing about it. They probably just used the wrong blue-yellow while they were building the harness. So what our job is we need to figure out which blue-yellow is which and where do they terminate. So I'm going to move this camera, and we're going to do that thing again.
Jacob says you could try unplugging the Molex and checking continuity.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. So we're going to figure out which blue and yellow goes where, because we did check which one, if the one here had continuity to the back, but now that we figured out that there's two of them, we're going to figure out which one's which. So
Factory Cletus.
what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect, we're going to continue testing the 10X, and I'm going to figure out where that terminates. So this is the cabinet harness, or the playfield harness. I'm going to test the blue-yellow on the Molex pin, on the 9-pin. So the 10X light is coming to the 9-pin from the playfield harness. Now let's attach it to the same colored wire on spinner 6. We're going to test that same pin. They're tied together. What the hell? This isn't a system that has biphase lamps, so there's no reason why. And the feature itself would never need to be lit at the same time. There's no evidence of anyone really mucking with this thing, but they both go to the same lamp.
I think this is my favorite episode.
I'm so confused right now.
All right, I got you.
I am so confused.
I think this will help. Hold on. Wait.
But they don't have continuity together, right? So right now I've got one lead on the spinner 6 lamp, and I've got one lead on the lamp in question. There's no continuity. Now I have one lead on spinner 6, and I go to the playfield Molex split harness. Wait, do I not have continuity?
Today, I just have one question for you. Do you want a taco? Do you?
Thank you, dog.
Do you want a taco?
Do you want a taco?
Yes.
Okay, no, I was wrong. I was wrong. Oh, wait, never mind. The cheap leads on my multimeter have seemingly failed.
Yeah, the last drill bit is shorting something. Guess who said that? Without looking.
I know who said that.
I know who said that.
The crappy leads on my multimeter have just failed, so now I have another thing I need to fix while
Jacob said,
hold on.
see if they tied together before or after the Molex. There's 3 blue, yellow, 23 wires. J3, P22, J2, P15, and J1, P10.
Yeah. So this isn't even a factory error either. This is just the factory being lazy and using the same blue-yellow wire for 2 different things.
How could they? Those heathens.
It was the 80s. Everyone was high on cocaine.
Oh, APB said he left a new meter and probes there after he blew up your meter.
Thank you.
That happened? You blew up his meter? 3 things. 3 things using blue, yellow. It's a good color.
Okay, well, when I go home, I am going to buy, decent... I wanted to use a bad word. I'm going to buy decent tools, leads for this damn meter.
He can't help it, yo.
Can't help what?
Your curse jar. I'm just going to make a little curse jar app thingy on the side.
now all my tools are failing me, so I can't.
But
actually do
APB
work.
left you probes and
Yeah,
a
well,
meter.
those are at the office, not here.
Don't measure volts when the probes are in amps.
Yes. Don't do that. Ugh. You know what?
Oh, that would have been awesome roller pinball.
I'm just gonna fix the stupid
Next
meter.
year.
I'm getting mad now. Here's a pro tip for you. Don't work when you're mad. But since I'm on a live stream right now, I kind of have to work mad, so we'll see.
Fire came out of your meter?
Which one did you kill? I noticed that there were
There's
new meters
so
there.
many mysteries on this show today. This is wild. I'm so glad I'm back on PinTech Live. Oh, wow. That's just random. Lady Luck. Just trying to find Kyle. Hi, Kyle.
Hi.
I'll come back.
Oh,
too.
is it when you were installing the dishwasher at the office?
I'll come back. Oh, God. Oh. You were installing your dishwasher?
Rage repair. Yeah. I don't need any raging right now, but unfortunately, this is where
There
we're
we
at.
go.
So.
Hello. We're back.
I found like the hokiest, chintziest meter leads,
Okay.
and they destroyed themselves because that's what happens when you use cheap stuff.
It was a slight dishwasher mishap. Pinball Graham says just drop everything and tell us stories about your mother-in-law's visit last weekend.
No, I want to try to get to the bottom of it. I mean, this is going to be next week's episode now, too. We need to get
Yes,
to the
it's
bottom
going to
of
be
this.
called The Great Viking Mystery.
And then in parentheses, why is
Wires.
Kyle tripping so hard right now? And that's probably why he can't figure this out effectively.
And then hashtag 23 times 3.
Okay, I see what you did there. I had a fine time with my mother-in-law in town. We had
Ice
a very
Canoe
good
just linked to 77-TP27. You know what that is?
Yeah, those are some leads.
You didn't even have to look up. He's so professional.
No, I'm not. I'm very unprofessional. You know this. I'm just a punk who grew up too much.
You need a ratchet crimp tool also.
Yeah, I do. But thankfully, I actually have one in my toolbox. Son of a...
Nice, Jim Arcade.
Well, these are temporary anyways. I'm going to go and...
You have to repair the multimeter so you can repair the pinball machine.
Yeah, tell me about it.
This is awesome.
No, this
The
sucks.
ratchet crimp tool discussion. Oh,
This is the worst.
Warehouse raid. Old school EMs asked if you have a box of grid squares.
What?
What are grid squares?
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Fluke meters.
This is my backup meter, and it actually is a fluke. I don't like using it because I like my $4 Harbor Freight, I bought it a billion years ago meter in my toolbox. But since I left that in a game in Savannah and I haven't been back, I have to use this one.
No. What was the story about? Oh man, it was a good story when you were doing repair in San Francisco and something about a garage door closing on your tools, or do you remember?
Oh, yeah. No, that,
want you to
where
retell
was
the
that?
story.
That was somewhere really lame. That was in like Los Altos, like where Facebook is. And my soldering iron, my favoriteest soldering iron that I had for like 8 years, this great old Hacko, was underneath the garage door because I put it kind of outside so it wouldn't burn anyone. And then the dude closed his garage door and it just crushed the friggin' soldering iron. It made me so sad.
So sad.
I couldn't be mad because it wasn't his fault. It was my fault. He gave me $100 to go and buy a new soldering iron, but...
And he never did. He spent it on beer.
No, I had to buy a soldering iron because I need it to work. All right, the leads are fixed now. We can get back to work. Yeah, I'm taking an early beer stop. What time is it?
Jacob says, so if it helps your investigations, I looked at Flash Gordon's schematics and see it uses the same wire colors in the same positions. Oh,
interesting.
That's good information right there.
Okay, so we're on spinner 6. We are testing to see if the spinner 6 wire is on the playfield side of the Molex connector. The answer is yes. We are now going to switch it to the 10x when lit light for the drop targets. We are testing the playfield side of the 9-pin Molex connector, and they're tied together. What the F? That's weird. So now the goal is to figure out where. So right now, so if I touch both of these on the lamps, they are tied together somewhere. And we need to figure out why. Where the hell is the wire that I need, and what the heck happened? An easy way to fix this, I guess, would be to just run a new wire from that lamp all the way to where it needs to go, but there has to be not a simple, but there has to be an explanation. And as Jacob said, looking at the Flash Gordon schematic, I guess it isn't uncommon for Bally to use the same color combination of wires, but again, usually we'll have a dark blue and a light blue. Now we're working with a light blue and a light blue. They're the exact same color wire. So, okay, wait, hold on. There's more things I can poke back here before I figure out where those wires went to. The problem now... What?
Nothing. When does the smoke come out of his ears?
Oh, I'm not that mad.
I'm just reading off.
I'm just tripping out because this is fun though.
Check the lug top saucer special. I'm Ron Burgunding Jacobs.
Yeah, well, no, we did, and that one is a dark blue and yellow looking wire. It is a total different color wire, but when we looked on the map of the wire colors and the, what's it called? The schematic, it said that should be a black and a gray. So I feel like I do need to bring that one into the equation soon, but I kind of want to poke around here really quick also.
Can you give us the handheld again?
Yeah.
It's on Lady Luck or something. Oh, that's weird. What was on Lady Luck? I kept seeing her.
Tripping.
Yeah.
Someone needs to come over and drink beer with... Actually, I'm going to stop trying to drink beer a little bit.
Up close. You're not supposed to say that out loud.
What?
Nothing.
I'm actually starting to think I'm going to switch to wine for a little while.
Water and apple juice.
Oh, no. I'm not 4. I don't drink water. No, I'm just kidding. I love water.
No, you love water. Oh yeah, Ice Skidoo said just put tape over those inserts like they never existed.
Yeah, no, he's right. That's exactly what we should do, but we're not.
Grape juice. Yeah, see? APB knows all the code words.
Okay, so that part of the harness is tied together exactly how I thought it would be, because it should be, and that's exactly what it should be. I'm trying to just I'm trying to knock things out to figure out where to look and not look. Why is that screwed up?
I definitely need to bring that difficulty level episode difficulty level meter back because this feels very advanced.
It's not. But this is
Or a mystery level.
This is a high level of mystery right now still. We are trying to figure out what happened. At first I thought it was a man-made problem. It still probably is a man-made problem, but we need to figure out
What happens at the very end and it becomes user error?
This one's definitely not user error.
Ooh, that makes it even the stakes even higher.
Okay, so now, here's something.
Does.
If I'm doing this right. No, okay, wait. Maybe they're using the right color wire in the head at this point, and that's why that light blue and yellow kind of doesn't exist anymore. So, okay. So I am testing on the 24-pin Molex, or whatever the hell this is. Where the light blue goes into the 9-pin. The 9-pin does a semi 180 and goes back to this 24-pin. So now I'm measuring the dark blue yellow out of this 24-pin here and trying to figure out where the hell it goes. So that one ties to, it doesn't tie to this one. Okay, so now we're going to go back to pin 10 over here. It doesn't tie to this one. What the? And it doesn't tie back over to here because I've buzzed this out like 10 times and it's still not buzzing out. I need to double check that it isn't my extraordinarily crappy meter leads and they've suddenly failed again, have they? No, okay. The smoke isn't going to come out of my ears. I'm not mad. I am very confused.
Earl, is that what they meant by smoke coming out of your ears?
Yeah.
I thought it just meant you were on fire.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out what's going on here now. This is from the playfield. This wire is seemingly tied together on two lamp sockets, which it should not be. I need to figure out where that tie is. This buzzes out to this, where it turns from light blue into dark blue and yellow. If I buzz out dark blue and yellow here to this connector, we've got continuity from this connector from here. So that makes sense. Light blue and yellow comes into here, turns into dark blue and yellow. And now this dark blue and yellow is connected to this. Okay, so that is a small patch harness there. That is absolutely for real. What is this? What does just straight light blue go to?
Everyone's saying remove the bulbs.
No.
And make sure the sockets aren't shorted.
The sockets aren't shorted. We've got a problem where the sockets are tied together.
And then Permonson says change the SCR and see what happens.
Well, the problem is that it's not the SCR because we've got
That's good to know.
everything's tied together. That's what the problem is right now.
Daniel said take the bulbs off when you're checking the wires.
Yeah. What the hell was I doing with this again?
I don't know. Sorry, we ruined your train of thought.
Yeah.
It's part of the mystery is to distract you. Should I bring the Viking music in? Probably, right?
No, it's about time to take a sip and stop because I don't think I'm going to be productive. Okay, so I'm confused.
Isn't that great?
Where do you go? And why are you the same color as every other damn wire in here? So these ones have seemingly been redone because these have IDC connectors. I don't know if this era of Bally used IDC or not. It might not have, or because it's a mixture of both. You've got IDC connectors up here, and they do look like the factory ones, so maybe actually The problem is these ones here. Maybe these dark red crimpen stuffs are the aftermarket, not these IDCs. I thought that Bally was using crimpen stuff until at least 1980 before they went to IDC. But I'm not going to let that stop me because that doesn't matter. I guess what I need to do is I need to get down with a manual and make sure that all these wires are put into the right spot. But that still doesn't explain why the lamp sockets on the playfield do have continuity to each other when everything is unplugged.
Digerati said you can be back feeding through the bulbs.
Okay, fair. Let's give it a shot. I'm so confused. I love this. I'm also tired now. I'm already exhausted all the time, and now I've expended all of my energy thinking about this problem.
Do you guys like my Viking music that I'm playing really low in the background? Hello, human. Hello, Ben Rob. Also potentially human, but could considerably not be human.
I've removed one bulb.
One bulb to rule them all.
Okay.
Hail Ragnar.
Yeah, no, y'all were correct for sure. They are back feeding through the bulbs. So.
Wait, what does that mean? Explain to the neophyte.
I mean, think of a light bulb like a fuse, kind of, right? It makes continuity from one thing to another, and
oh.
Hold on, I can't explain it. Hold on, 1 second.
So with the bulb
My brain
out
is
of there,
in-
it will change yours. What you'll. Okay.
It was giving me a false positive. My brain is in problem-solving mode. 1 second. Let me just buzz things out one more time. Okay, let me make sure that these crap leads are... Okay. Wow, man, I am tripping now. The smoke is starting to come out of my ears. As much as I was saying, like, no, I'm calm and collected. Okay.
Oh, Ben Robb from Graveface is here saying hello.
Hey, what's up, man?
Kyle loves Graveface Museum. He talks about it every day, and we all are dying to go.
Rob is the one who takes care
No
of
pun
everything
intended.
because he actually lives in Savannah.
That's awesome.
Okay, so this is correct. Okay, this is man, I want to use so many words I'm not allowed to use. This just threw me for a gigantic loop. Let's talk about where we're at right now.
Okay, I want to be here.
The lead is on spinner 6, and spinner 6 is feeding to J1 pin 10, exactly where it should. Sorry. Yes, it is. Okay, so give me a sec. Before I make a statement here, because I'm going to have to write all this down. Now we're on the 10K bonus. I am going to switch over to the 9-pin Molex, and it buzzes out. So I'm going to reconnect the 9-pin Molex to its friend, and now I'm going to buzz it out on here, where it did seemingly go through a color change for no documented apparent reason whatsoever. Yes, okay, so that does go there, it changes color. So now I should be able to connect this sec. No, so what does the manual say? What does the manual say about the, this was like J2 pin 15 or something, right? Yeah, it's this one. Okay, everything does go exactly where it's supposed to go. Do I have a shorted bulb? I may have a shorted bulb. I hate shorted bulbs. This is all bringing back some really awful,
He
traumatic
said
PTSD.
They ran out of light blue and got a spool of dark blue from Harbor Freight. It's good stuff. Could be. Now it should be J2P15, says Jacob.
Yeah, no, and it does. It has continuity there. What the hell? Huh. You know what? It's not my job to figure out what. It's my job to fix it. So, J2 pin 15. So what is the actual SCR that I need to change then? Let's go back to the lamp. Hold on, wait, J2 pin 15. Okay, go down. Go right. Stop. J215, 10x3 drop target. Does that literally go straight? It's Q19. Why? Why does it have to be this way? Why can't things just be easy all the time? No, this is fun. At least I got to use my brain, which is something I don't get to do every day.
Shorted bulbs are better than longer bulbs?
Scientifically proven. You know what? No, we're gonna leave this for a cliffhanger because it's already time to go. And
Yay, cliffhangers! I'm gonna get some cool Viking cliffhanger music. Rebel Dog said, "Is Q33 diode blown?"
No. This circuit. The diode on the board? No, probably not. It's probably a shorted SCR, and then never mind. There's no diodes in this circuit at all. It was a shorted. I think we've got a shorted SCR. And that shorted SCR threw me for a really long loop because of some weird oddities, me being a spaz, and the fact that the wires were like the same damn color. I don't know. But you know what? It don't matter. If we fix it, we're good. So, yeah. That was crazy. I'm actually going to remove the SCR now, and then we'll cliffhanger it till the next one. And then if I fix it in 5 minutes next week, then we get to sit here and it just turns into something not PinTech.
Trivia!
We can do whatever we want.
We can do some trivia and some giveaways.
I was trying to talk to, I know Vinicor did some trivia at the Northwest show.
Thank you, Jacob. Jacob's leaving. Say thank you, Jacob.
Thank you, Jacob. I couldn't do this if it wasn't for you being a voice of reason, having the schematic first, and then telling me that things were weird. Let's give that guy
can you change
prize.
Give us a cool angle where we can actually see what you're doing.
No, this is top secret government work.
Oh, I know. It's not fair.
Oh, speaking of top secret, when I get home, I'm going to
out of
watch
frame. You're killing
Stranger
me.
Things. What?
Pan the camera.
What if I refuse?
I will cry.
Oh, well, I don't want that.
See? Works every time. I'm playing Viking music.
Oh, well, I'm cutting SCRs because F it, right? Yeah, so that was exciting. Thanks for being here while we tried to figure out that weird oddity. Speaking of oddities, if y'all are in the Southeast, you should go to the Grave Face Museum ASAP. And check out their arcade.
Recap what happened?
No, I don't even think I can recap it. I don't even. There's such a crazy twist and turn, insanity mode. I thought this was going to be a really simple, easy episode where we were just going to kind of come in and be like, oh, we have a shorted out SCR. We're going to change it. And then it turned into a dramatic plot of the lights using the same color wire, things being weird. It was very dramatic. And what we ended up with is that I think I was probably being a spaz, for one. Two, the manual was actually right, and it threw me for a loop because I was very convinced that blue-yellow was only used once, but it was used like in a million places.
3 times, yeah.
And 3, Bally also used the same exact blue-yellow twice on 2 lamps really close to each other that also happened to backfeed each other, and it was awful. So, yeah, you know, we'll see.
And the resolution is you need to change.
We're going to put a new
Q19.
SCR in next week. I've already removed it from the board, and we will put a new one in.
Oh, cool. Can we see that next week?
Sure.
You installing it? That would be cool.
And then hopefully it will just work, and we'll see what's up. And maybe I will also change one of the rectifiers or inspect the connectors on the... actually, let me inspect the connectors now because I'm sitting here. Be very, 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 very careful when messing with the rectifier board in the back
Oh
of your...
yeah, sorry. I forgot about the music. I was excited. Sorry. I thought it was the end of the show. You kept going.
So one of the rectifiers has been replaced. BR1. I don't remember what order they go in. I think they go like one of them's 12, one of them's like one of them's 12, one of them is feature lamps, and the other one is for the 43 volts. And I think that's BR1 is the lowest, and then BR3 is the highest. And then the high voltage is a discrete regulator, so it's just 4 diodes. So I think BR2's never been changed, and BR2 would be the rectifier that does our lamps. I can see that some of the pins actually on the rectifier board are quite tarnished. It might actually be a good idea to service this board. Unfortunately, the standard size bridge rectifiers that are needed to work on this board are no longer available. So if you change one bridge rectifier out, you actually need to change all 3 to maintain the correct depth. Anyways, I'm getting ahead of myself, but maybe if this solves the problem, maybe we can service the bridge rectifier tomorrow or next week as well. The rectifier board, rather. So yeah. But there is high voltage on the rectifier board. So what I was getting at was, like, if you're going to mess with it, either unplug the game or familiarize yourself with what plugs you need to unplug to remove that wall voltage from the board so you don't electrocute yourself. Because that's not fun. But yeah, we're going to service this next week too. It's still in fine condition. But I think we'll solder new headers on it, and we will also replace the bridge rectifiers and also maybe repin a connector if we need to. I guess I could also install my patch modification that I like to do, where I will bypass the 12 volts at this connector here and run it straight to the board, which we've done before. I think we did it on strikes and spares, but we can go over it again. But I guess it's time to bring Viking up to snuff. Anywho, yeah, that was good. Now I'm going to drink a sip of beverage because Colin Baxter wanted me to. So, and Colin Baxter is also here today. He's usually not here now because he has a job where he gets paid a lot of money to not to go to the office. So we're very happy to have friend of the show, arguably first friend of the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quite possibly. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, y'all also know that we've almost done 100 episodes of this show, and I don't understand how they've allowed me to
Kyle's
do 100
gonna shave
episodes.
his head on episode 100, just like Carlos. Carl Laserlos.
What are we doing on episode 100?
You're shaving your head.
No. No, but I will get my hair cut soon. No. If I shave my head,
Uh-oh.
I would be
How about
scared.
everyone, what do you guys want us to do on episode 100? We got 9 weeks to figure it out. 10 weeks? Where is Kyle?
What? I'm standing at the bench.
It's good to be
Episode
back
100,
with you,
everyone's
Kyle.
going to send me beer. And we're going to drink them on stream. We're going to do a beer tasting from all of your regional local breweries. And that'll be great, right? Can we do that? And Hoda's like, no. Episode 100, we should drive. I should drive to Chicago on the company's dime. And then I will go to Jack Danger's studio and I will fix all of the games in there that are broken so Gavin doesn't have to
Oh,
because he's sick. And then we
That's
can
sweet.
play all of the really cool games in Jack's studio that he can't stream because they're broken. And Gavin has more important things to do, like run his business. So that's episode 100. I'll see y'all in Chicago. And no, I was kidding.
I like Ice Skidoo's idea. 24 hours stream.
Huh. Colin Baxter says do a live stream at my house. That'd be fun. C-note giveaway. Yeah, right.
Wait, why did I get away from you? Where'd you go?
On the 100th episode of Marco, the fans sent to Kyle a beer in a tree.
In a tree?
Per Monson
Well-
said yes, probably to my great idea of going to Chicago. Let's be honest, that's the best idea I could ever come up with. Ice Skidoo, free episode 100, free shipping on any amount purchased. Yeah, let's do that. We'll give everyone a gift, even if they haven't been here for 100 episodes. Like some people, Ice Skidoo's been here forever. I don't remember when.
Yeah, Ice Skidoo, I mean, that's not a No, I wasn't going to say that's not a terrible idea. That's a great idea. We might be able to get that signed off by the... Whoa, look at my shirt.
Nice.
Marco.
Colin Baxter's been here for a really long time. I know Per Monson's also been watching us for a long time too. I'm trying to think of all the
Molly
people I
Hatchet.
remember
Oh my goodness.
being around
Roller
for a
Pinball.
long time.
Daniel.
Our friend with the drill bit's been here forever. I don't remember when old school EM started tuning in, but he's been here for a while too. Emoto's been here for a long time. Almost
From
all
the beginning.
episodes.
I killed Kyle's phone because I suggested he stream on it and his phone blew up.
Yep.
Yep, that happened.
It was never the same. It actually severely damaged the screen and I needed to buy a new one.
Rock, and roller games. Oh, I think that's why Roller Pinball joined us, right? Because that was our first game.
I think so. There's a lot of people that aren't around anymore because they had to go back to real life.
Oh, yeah, I know. We
What was
miss
the-
Obi.
The fella in, I think, Kansas that used to stream, and he was a teacher, he came to like every single one of our
Small Town Pinball.
Small Town Pinball. Yeah, he was there
Yeah.
around for a long time.
It's Lit Pinball
It's
was
Lit
with us
Pinball.
for a while.
Yeah.
He had to go back to work.
It was great to see him when we go to shows, though.
Mhm.
APB,
Ben Rob's
friend of the
still
show,
here.
Andrew
Yeah.
has been here for a long time.
Pinball 122, yeah. Day one, you have been here.
You have been
It's
here
been a
for a long time. You're right. Ben
Oh.
Roberts. We should go to Savannah for episode
Stop
100.
that for making his meter. People love seeing Kyle's stuff being destroyed. I don't get it. Poor Kyle.
Well,
We Bake for Nobody loves your shirt. You want to give a shout out to where you got it from?
yes. Free Gold Watch, San Francisco, California. Greatest arcade and screen printing shop in the entire planet.
Yep, and you're about to see it on our raid because in a minute here we're going to raid Mystery Pinball Theater 3000, who is playing at Free Gold Watch right now. playing Stranger Things. And there's a panic park right behind him, which is crazy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's fun to have there. Maybe we'll do something really sad for episode 100 where I just like am very thankful for all of you watching me do this silly thing, and I'll cry into a beer and say thank you. Might happen.
You know what we need to get for episode 100? Like, for real, though?
New equipment
we can't
and a
not
raise
do
from all the
this.
bosses. Oh, what? Huh?
What?
Said new equipment and a raise from all the bosses for lasting this long.
Well, yeah, I do need to get a PTZ camera at least. No, we need Midge back.
Yeah, we should
And
get
he's
Steve to come
on
back.
the screen with us.
Yeah, Steve was here for over 50 episodes. Probably over 70 episodes, at least in the background.
Yeah, and just so you guys know, Steve is Midge. Midge is just partially his last name. And there's a million Steves out there, so we call him Midge. And we miss him dearly.
Yeah. Yeah, you know. Anywho.
Something to spend all these points. Yeah, channel points or Marco points. Both, right?
The Marco points that do nothing
Can't
on
get
the
to
website.
freegoldwatch.com.
I don't think freegoldwatch.com is their website, but
you can find them on Facebook.
I don't know if he
actually,
does Matt
it does
sell
work.
apparel online,
Freegoldwatch.com does work.
Oh. Does he sell apparel online, or do you have to go to the shop to get it?
I believe you have to go to the shop to get it.
Yeah, do a little vacation to San Francisco. Good stuff.
Worth it. Absolutely worth it.
Well, and maybe for the next, starting with after episode 100, maybe I will be able to be bestowed permission, and we could start working on maybe doing some homebrew pinball stuff.
Yes, we have lots of homebrew pinball stuff lined up. I was thinking too, maybe we wanted to start doing PinTech Live one Thursday and the other Thursday homebrew live, because we could be showcasing so many custom and re-themed games that people have been making.
I'm being selfish. I want to work on my game.
Oh my God, Kyle, you're the worst.
I know, but I need to get something in the world sometime. So we'll see. We'll see.
What happened to your weekend repair streams? You can do your custom game on during then.
No, I don't stream on the weekends anymore. I don't have enough free time. It's like the split between my personal life and then doing other things has to, I got to make time for other people in my life, not just y'all. I'm sorry. I've got people that live in my house with me that need me to be there more often. Let's just leave it at that. So
you can stream from at home.
I could.
Building a custom game isn't a one-person job.
It isn't. That's why I have Matt Benzik and Scott Denisi to help me. So I will need them. Because guess who is going to learn how to code a little bit next year? This idiot. So we'll see.
But when would you be learning that? During the weekend, right?
Yeah, just in my spare time.
So just stream it.
At nighttime.
That's fine. We need a nighttime slot.
APB Enterprises says, do you have enough random pinball parts to make a pinball? Nope. So if you've got extra random pinball parts, send them my way so I can be more of a hoarder. Yeah, no, I could probably build many games with the parts I have in my boxes, but...
Borg Dog, you're at Northwest Pinball Show. Did you come up and say hi to me and say hi on Borg Dog? Because I don't think you did. You should have. Anytime y'all see us at shows, come up to us and say hi and say, hey, I'm on Twitch as this person, and we will get so excited to see you. We want to see y'all at the shows. And if I look like I'm really, really busy, it's okay. Interrupt me. Interrupt Kyle. It's fine. You guys are important to us, so we want to say hi.
Yeah, and what you have to say is probably more important than what I'm doing anyway.
Hey, Rebel Dog, we will see you at SFGE. Don't forget to come up and say, hey, remember me? It's Rebel Dog.
Yeah, no, well, I definitely remember Rebel
Oh,
Dog.
I do remember that Borg dog. He said so first, and I was like, "No, stop embarrassing me in public." That's hilarious. You should have said you were a Borg dog, man. Oh, well, it was good to see you too. I do remember that moment because I chuckled and turned red. Yeah, Groggy Frogface, please come up and talk to us. Just remember, like, even though we're on this stream and Kyle's fixing pinball and, you know, we're working with Marco Pinball to provide you this content and we are live in front of many of you, we are also very introverted.
Yeah.
You know? So we are just as shy as you are, I promise.
I'm super
So
shy.
please come up to us. And I know that's asking a lot from y'all, but it means the world to us because a lot of times I'm too nervous to come up and talk to y'all too.
Yeah, no, please do. It makes me feel so
I
great.
face the camera just because I'm nervous to come up to talk to you. So please do us a favor and be the first one to initiate it. And, you know, we'll become great friends. Just like old school hams. He came straight to our booth and, you know, we hung out all weekend and he helped us tear down the booth and play games and stuff. It was a good time.
Yeah.
More shyer.
Well, and the other thing too is that you guys also know who we are and we don't know who you are. Because I can see all your screen names, right? But all of us we're on camera. You can recognize me in person, and I do appreciate it when people come up and tell me that I've helped them
Groggy.
and
Okay,
I'm like
yeah.
halfway entertaining. So that's awesome, and I appreciate all of you. But I'll tell you what, when I come back from a pinball show, I don't leave my house for like 5 or 6 days straight because I need like a ton of me time to recuperate from spending so much social energy. It's so exhausting for me to talk to people. I am such an introverted, non-talkative kind of person in real life. So when I am on, it takes a lot out of me.
Oh, yeah, for sure. As soon as this show's over, we like take naps
Yeah.
in our minds.
But it was great. I mean, I didn't even mention it, but like at the Golden State show, I know so many people because that's where I'm from.
Nugget.
But it was great to see people I don't know come up to me and tell me they watch my show and they appreciate it, you know. So it really makes me happy. And please come and say hi to us. But please say your Twitch name because that is how I'll be able to put a connection there. So anyways, Eternal Grimmy, I don't know what language I'm going to code in because I don't know where to start, but smarter people will tell me. APB Enterprises, give me all of your parts. Thank you.
Oh, Vernicious. No, he wasn't talking about you. Old School Yums did beat Midge on Avengers. Midge was really embarrassed about that.
No, Vernicious, you
Bumper
did not.
Nugget officially dubbed Kyle Caution.
Who did?
And I called him that at the Twippies.
Oh, God.
Which was all of our favorite parts about the live
I was
Twippies.
so anxious there. Groggy
Oh yeah, Old School
Frogface.
Yums beat me on Deadpool. I didn't stand a chance.
Groggy Frogface, if you are still here, AC/DC machine with a broken board. Tell me another identifying factor about you and your game. Are you someone I've serviced your game in real life?
That's awesome. And dent any kind of someone that might want you other networks of I don't know, Dent, but there is going to be another Shoopy released soon. You'll start seeing promotions from it from Stern. And then be moving on to the next big thing, whatever that shall be. Have a few ideas in our heads. You had to test a board for Groggy Frogface.
I test many boards. I am just basically a board tester. Yeah, I think
Yeah, you should
Python-
learn Python because Aniston is even learning Python in school right now, which is wild because she's 14.
No, that's
and
great. I've
It
done
was,
Python
yeah,
before.
I was like, you can make pinball machines. Keep it up.
I'll have to see if that's a valid language to program things through, depending on what hardware system I end up using to run my game. But the first thing I need to do is email Pat Powers and Eddie and Pablo and see if they can get me a warranty damaged stern cabinet. I want to build my game in a very light stern cabinet, so we'll start there.
Nice.
But yeah, it's going to be a lot of work. I think it'll be fun though, because for a long time, for years, I've just been drawing pinball games, and now I've kind of finally like had a vision to put to a game that I've drawn. So I've got ideas that go further than just drawing drop targets and stuff. So, anyways, let's raid so I can go home and eat something and finish watching the new season of Stranger Things with my wife and play video games with my
spoiler
friends.
alert. Everybody dies. They just turn into dust at the end.
Everybody dies. I mean, that's kind of true. You have a Harley cabinet I can have. Wait. So like a stern Harley or a Bally Harley? It doesn't matter because I want the aluminum head. I want the lightweight head. Thank you, Pinball Gramps. It's great that you tune in. We appreciate you. And thank you, Dent, for telling us thanks for streaming. Thank you for coming. We are going to raid Manu. We always raid Manu.
We're going to raid Manu. Let's save our clicks and then wait till I get in with mine. I'm going to get in with my Moto Arcade and you could hear my epic sound. It's the greatest thing that's ever happened to Twitch. Thanks to Manu and
Manu.
Mystery Pinball Theater.
Thank you to everyone who also helped me today and looking up the schematics and stuff like that when I was very clearly going down the wrong path because of reasons in the stupid game that we're working on. So,
All right, I'm turning on my epic. Oh, I don't have the music on here. It's okay. All right, we're gonna raid Mystery Pinball Theater 3000 if you're on Twitch. For those on Facebook and YouTube, come join us on Twitch. It's more fun, interactive, free.
yay! Twitch is
I
fun.
understand sometimes it doesn't work on like work computers and phones, so
That's what VPNs
that's
are
why
for.
we stream on all three platforms so we can keep in touch. Next week we'll be back with
More of this crap.
board. Viking board. That'll be good. All right.
Let's do it. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you.
Goodbye, everybody. Are we rating yet? Let's see. Rating? Did it go? Let's raid. Are we rating? Yay. They're excited.